Thank you so much. It's good to be here. From someone that follows Anita on Twitter, I think she might be the one that gets a little silly at 11 o'clock. And so she definitely has got some great conversations going on there, so you want to check out that feed. I tell you what, I really enjoyed listening. I thought you were exactly right. It was very practical in hearing from their perspective as news media, how they're using social media. I heard a lot of things that kind of played out in that presentation, things that remind me of the concepts that social media is a community, not a billboard. Social media is a dialogue, not a monologue. And it's so important to be able to really create those relationships and nurture those relationships and be a part of the whole engagement strategy of it. What I love about what they were talking about, and to seamlessly kind of transition into what I'm going to talk about here for a few minutes before I let you go to lunch, the captive audience here before we go to lunch, is that while we talked about chasing the news and chasing those stories in the last panel, not only are we chasing the news stories, we are also breaking the news stories, and with each of us together, we have an opportunity to shape the news stories in that whole community that we're talking about and with. What I want to talk about today is the opportunity we have with social media, not only to be a part of that discussion of chasing the stories, breaking the stories, and shaping the stories, we have the opportunity to impact the stories. Social media has that power to bring the world to you, and at the same time gives each of us the power to reach out and touch the world and make a change and make an impact. What I want to share with you is just a brief narrative of a project that we just put together from concept to release in 6 days using social media. It was about a month and a half ago. The organization I'm working for is the Humanitarian International Services Group. www.hisg.org is who I'm working with, and they're all over 84 countries around the world. It was a Sunday night, I believe, and our founder had received a phone call from his contacts in the Middle East in the midst of the Libyan crisis that we were watching on the news unfold. This no-fly zones, Gaddafi this, there's so much information going back and forth. What's the right thing to do? What's the wrong thing to do? But he received a call and it says, what's going on the ground there beyond what our eyes are seeing on the news is dire. We have immediate critical needs right now that needs help. So within about 12 hours, the founder had rounded up about $500,000 in medicines in 2 50-pound duffel bags and was on a flight all the way over to Cairo and then a 19-hour drive into Benghazi to administer the medicines. While there, they met with some more of the people that were on the ground and assessing further need. The need was dire with the looming food shortages. Babies needed milk. Therefore, how could you see that and not be responsible? So we decided to act. We're going to take care of the short-term need by taking care of this food shortage and helping impact that and providing babies milk. And we're also going to do something long-term sustainability by buying it locally and trucking it into behind the lines in Libya. So we set an advantageous goal of wanting to immediately purchase about 20 metric tons of flour and baby's milk locally and truck it in to Benghazi. With that, we got a chance to be a part of shaping the news and breaking the news in that little piece of area that we were working on and called to. But we wanted to take it a step further and utilize social media to help impact the news. So what we did is that, starting with a Facebook update and just Twitter alone, we decided we were going to mobilize some musicians and see maybe we can round some people up and put together a music project or something where we can raise awareness, introduce people to our organization, raise awareness, and maybe along the way raise some funds that can make a difference. Social good. So we decided we were going to post this on Facebook, and we see this a lot of times. Red Cross has done a great job, and they do these big albums and these big artists and such like that. We decided we're going to try the same thing. 6 days later, we were able to release a 17-track downloadable album with artists from all around the world. 2 people from Australia, people from Africa, people wanting to be a part of this project. 6 days from concept to release, the whole time, and bringing all of this together, and that includes waivers for the tracks they donated. 6 days. It's possible. Social media has the power to bring the world to you and give you the power to reach out and touch the world. To dream big, you can make a difference. We're all in this together, right? It's a 3-legged race we're on in life. And social media brings us together, that we can put our ankles together and our arms together and walk, right? Now I want to tell you what we tried to do there. I'm going to break it down to a few words that we really tried to focus our strategies on bringing this project together. We used social media to first mobilize, to inspire, to connect, to educate, and then to empower. Those are the steps that we used to reach out and touch the world. And I'm happy to announce to you that this was just not quite a month, just over a month ago. Just probably about a month and a half ago that phone call actually happened and we were on the airplane, right? I'm happy to announce to you now, tonight, that not only with the help of some contributors to HISG, but also from some of the proceeds from the record that we've produced and put online, that 20 metric tons of flour, that baby's milk, it's already been delivered. It's already been delivered, and it's making a difference in people's lives. So as we're watching the news and we're watching it break, we can help shape it, and we can help impact it. It's called Music for Libya, and together we can make a difference. And I want to share with you some of the things there real quickly. We're going to play a cut on your way out to lunch today. We'll be back at 1 o'clock. I want to tell you that it cost $0 to put it together. Nobody asked for anything. They wanted to give their track. It was $0 to put it together. And just in a few short weeks' time, we were able to get, just through Twitter, pretty much, and Facebook, we were able to get 100,000 impressions and nearly 5,000 hits. Cost us nothing but engaging the community with need, with education and inspiration and connecting, empowering, engaging, mobilizing. It's Music for Libya, and I'm proud to be able to announce that to you tonight and today, and to be able to share that with you. You're going to be hearing a track here in a moment from a local artist. We've got about 6-7 artists from Portland, Vancouver area that's on the album as well. And so we're really proud about that, and want to thank Mayor Sam, actually got into it and retweeted it for us as well. And that was pretty awesome. But you're going to be hearing a track from Sam called We Are All the Same, and it's a beautiful song, and these artists really wanted to make a difference. And so thank you so much for being here. We've got lunch going on. Be back here at 1 o'clock. We've got an awesome afternoon ahead of you. Thank you so much.